The man who spearheaded the return and restoration of the James Whalen Tug in the 1990s is holding out hope that City Council will reverse a plan to scrap most of the historic vessel.
Clive Dudley was the president of the Whalen Restoration Project. He says it breaks his heart to see what's become of the ship that he calls a symbol of the lakehead. Jonathan Wilson reports.
To scrap it, it defeats the whole purpose. The symbol is not there when there's only scraps or when there's only pieces.
Clive Dudley spent 20 years of his life dedicated to the James Whalen Tug. The 119-year-old vessel was headed for the scrapyard once before, in 1990, but the owner's daughter instead offered it to the city of Thunder Bay to preserve it. The tug was towed up the St. Lawrence Seaway in 1992 and slowly restored over the next 6 years, then moved to the Cam River Heritage Park to become its centerpiece.
It's very exciting for all of us here that it's finally happening.
It was a big celebration to all that time bringing it up, and the fact that it was a bit of history that we were all involved in bringing it back and restoring.
The Whalen operated as a free tourist attraction for over a decade, with Dudley often serving as the host and tour guide. But problems arose at that site, and the city took back the keys from the group in 2012.
Well, we had a couple of problems over the years. Vandalism, it was an ongoing thing. People would come down and take lights and whatever. We just put new lights up and tried to secure it as much as possible. And then we had a couple of break-ins that last year that we were open.
Dudley feels the city didn't take good care of it after that, and in May of 2022, the James Whalen ended up sinking to the bottom of the Cam River.
It brought tears to my eyes, and everybody else, family and friends that were all involved in it. It was a shame over the sinking, but the year before it did take on a lot of water. It must have been an ice damage because it wouldn't have rusted that fast.
The city paid $800,000 for a crane company to raise the vessel 4 months later. A large hole was revealed as it came out of the water. The giant vessel then moved the Whalen to the Patterson dock until the city could decide what to do with it.
I was relieved, I was happy, but then I thought, why here? Because of the cost of moving it, raising it, moving it, it would have been nice if it maybe just been brought back on shore at the park.
City staff eventually recommended scrapping the majority of the ship and saving the Whalen's bridge, stack, and some railings for a future display. Council approved the plan last month. The demolition job will be put out to tender soon and should be completed by the springtime. But Dudley is making a last-ditch effort to save it. He's written a letter to City Council urging them to reconsider the current plan and instead restore the James Whalen for future generations to see up close. Dudley believes there is still a chance that Council can be swayed.
I'm hoping so, and I'm hoping that other people, and I've seen it on Facebook and the paper, a lot of people are for restoring it again. It's a symbol, and you can't throw these things away. You can't replace them.
Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.